Hello guys, how are you guys doing today? Today I'm gonna talk about how to own your first rental or your first property. This video is not financial advice, it's just an encouragement video for all the young folks out there, okay? And I know that you've been searching online, you go on YouTube and type in how to own your first rental. There's a lot of video talk about those, but mainly they focus on the financials, the rate, and all of that. Okay, it's becoming too complicated. If you're the first time and you're just starting out, growing up, and want to get into the real estate business, listening to those videos might be a little bit confusing. So I'm trying to make this video to simplify it, make it as easy as possible to understand. Okay, and this is not something that you're gonna go out there and buy a house right away. This video is for something for you to prepare for the next 2 years. Okay, if you follow these 3 simple advice that I'm about to give, then the next 2 years you will come back and thank me. Okay, so let's get into it. Number 1, if you're just starting out and you saw your friends, your family, your uncle, they're all success in real estate. It's not something that you do it overnight. You have to get yourself prepared. Okay, so number 1, what do you need to do? What do you need to have? That is a job. Okay, a full-time job, any job, as long as it's a full-time job, and you need to work hard for that job. Don't slack out, don't jump job, just stick to that job, full-time job. Do your best. Hopefully you get promoted from that job on, right? All right, you don't have to, have a really high-paying job. It's just a decent job that you work hard. What your goal is to stick to that job for 2 years. That way you have that history, okay? The job history. So when you go out and do your loan, they always ask 2-year tax return, the same job. So stick to your job, that's number 1, okay? You don't have a job yet, go get a job and stick to that job. Do your best and for the next 2 years, okay? Number 2, really easy, cut down costs. Everybody keeps saying that, cut down costs, and sometimes it's hard to do, right? Than say. So I'm gonna give you a few example. Number 1 is living situation, living expense, right? If you are still living with your family, stay there. Continue staying with your family. You save a lot of money. Don't think of moving out, get a nice fancy house or apartment yet, okay? Save your money, live with your family, split the bill, okay? But it's still cheaper than you go out on your own for the next 2 years, okay? If you have some arguments or you don't feel like living with your family, suck it up, okay? This is for your own good. Stay with your family if you already have a place to stay, all right? Number 2, if you have to move out, for you need a place, you don't have a family to stay with, then try to rent a place with somebody, okay? With a friends, or share rooms, or rent out someone's ADUs, so that way you cut costs. Don't go fancy, rent some nice luxuries apartments. Just try to share the cost, okay? Because I know there's a lot of rental, like room. People rent out just a single room. Try to rent in those places, okay? So that's number 1, is the living situation. Cut down costs as much as possible on rent, okay? Next, transportation situations, okay? Don't make the same mistake that I did, but I corrected my mistake. Don't buy a nice fancy cars or any car that have a loan, okay? Because the reason is, when you go buy that first rental or that first rental property or that first property, they're gonna see if you have any any loan, right? The more loan you have, the less chance you're gonna get qualified. So you want to get rid of all that loan. If you do have right now, own a car like I did when I was young, I go out and bought myself a brand new Audi A4, okay? And I was making like $650 a month on that vehicle. And when I bought my first property, they check that I have a car payment and my income, and now you have to pay for the mortgage payment is too much, and I didn't qualify. So what I have to do is I have to sell that car. So don't make that same mistake. I'm telling you now, for the next 2 years, try to get rid of that car payment, okay? Get rid of it, sell it, okay? And just buy a decent car, like, you know, a couple grand, or any car that don't have, pay it off, okay? What I did is I go buy myself a 97 Miata, okay? And it's only cost like $3,000 at that time, okay? But it's still working, it's still drive, it still take me from home to work and go back home, okay? So I eliminated the car payment, and then I saved so much money each month, you know, on car payments, $650, okay? And next is the eating habit, okay? I know nowadays on social media, a lot of people posting pictures of fancy restaurants and going different places to eat out. You need to save. For the next 2 years, try to eat noodle if you have to, okay? Don't go to those fancy restaurants. Save your money, okay? It's hard, okay? But that for the next 2 years, you have to save your money. If you can do that, I guarantee you, you will thank me, okay? You will able to qualify for that home, and you can spend go to those fancy restaurants later, okay? Once you build your portfolio, okay? But right now, you're just starting out, so try to cut costs, all right? Next, vacations. Yes, you need vacation to relieve stress, but try to stay on a low budget. You know, go to somewhere near. Don't have to go travel. You know, you save like $10,000 and you spend all $10,000 on vacation, and you end up starting over. So I'm not telling you not to go on vacation, but there's many places you can go. You know, you can drive down to LA, or you can go to somewhere close, drive down to Santa Cruz Beach or anywhere, but just try to stay close. Don't travel out the country, because every time you go out country, that's a big ding in your wallet, okay? So save your money for the next 2 years, okay? Use that as your down payment, okay? All the things that I just told you, save it and put it in your saving, all right? Third things, that is your credit score, right? If you knew you just starting out, you just growing up, then your credit might be 0. So you have to build your credits. By building your credits, you can, go on YouTube, honestly, search how to build your credits. They're gonna tell you. But right now, I'm just giving you some example. If you don't have a credit card or any credit, go open a couple credit cards, 3 at least, okay? Use them and then pay it off, bring it down to 30% of your credit limit, okay? And then from that 30%, do the monthly payment on that 30%. Don't pay it off, okay? They want to see your payment history, but they also want to see your credit balance to be low. Don't max out your credit limit. Use it, bring it down, pay it off, okay? And use it again, bring it down to 30%, and then slowly do the minimum payments, okay? There. Then your credit will jump really fast, okay? Or another thing, if your credit is bad, okay, then you need to somehow fix it for the next 2 years, okay? Call companies. If you don't know how to do it yourself, then call those companies. They will get you book a consultant with them at least, okay? And they will show you and they will help you how to repair your credit, so that way you're ready to buy a home, okay? And if you do that three things, it's simple, right? The fourth thing is saving, but I already told you, if you do that three things, you automatically will see that your money, your saving, your checking grown, because you're not spending, you are saving. By saving those three things, you already save for your down payments, okay? So I hope that is the simplest way I can put. Again, I'm gonna summarize it. Number one, stick to your job. Don't jump around. Work for the next 2 years. Do your best. Get a raise. Get a promotion in that job. Okay. Number two is cut down costs, as much cost as possible. Number three is the credit. Build your credit. Fix your credit. Get your credit up for the next 2 years. Okay. So, and I want to share this, okay? I have my sister in-laws, okay? She just graduated, she's grown up, and she's been renting. And I told her, I show her, I help her how to buy the property instead of go renting, right? So she don't have any down payments. She only saved up to, around $25,000. And I was able to help her buy a property that is in the range of $600,000. And because she's a first-time home buyer, she applied for the FHA loan, and she only needed to put down $22,000, and she was able to buy that home. Now she's a homeowner. I know it's tough at first because FHA loan, the mortgage payment is really high, but she had a good paying job. She had she graduated, she got into a job, and she was able to pay for that mortgage. And now, just a year later, okay, that property equity went up to like 750, and she really appreciate, at first, why should she have to get into this? Instead of renting, it's lower, but buying at an FHA because you put low down payment. But during that year, the equity went up. Either she can refinance and she can put down some more saving during that years. So that way she can remove refinance her loan from FHA to conventional. Well, I'm not gonna get into that. It's just gonna confuse you, just like all the other video. But right now, just focus on the next 2 years and do that three thing I just told you. Okay, and after 2 years, if you're able to buy a house or buy a rental, just PM me and we can talk some more, because I am a property manager. I've been managing for 18 years, and I can help you grow your portfolio. I can help you manage it, show you how to manage it, so that way you save a lot of money, okay? So you can keep doing the same thing and grow your portfolio. All right? So again, good luck out there, all the young people. Don't be discouraged. It's not hard, okay? It's very easy if you dedicated yourself for the next 2 years, that you will get into the real estate just like everybody else. All right, I'll see you next time. Oh, again, if you like what I just said, and I'm gonna try to make more video to simplify how I built my portfolio, okay? And I'm gonna try to help you guys out. Just help me back by subscribe and like and share my videos, and I will see you next time.